All right, it's 3:11. All right. And so I don't know what these scenarios are you're working. You're trying to get really fancy. Here's the situation. The guy used to be. You want me to? Okay. So now this is what I just heard you say is that I'm Ted Cruz. We've been saying this for a while. I'm Ted Cruz, and somebody's trying to seize Ted Cruz. So Ted Cruz is going to try to ride me around today because I'm not going to let myself get seized, which means he's not going to get seized. That's a great psyop there, by the way. This communist brainwashing, you're taking it to another level. And it seems like you've given me some sort of teledrugs that aren't so bad. I mean, I could just say it's my natural disposition, but the truth of the matter is it isn't. My natural disposition right now is to actually be very, very stern. And not only very stern, I'm probably supposed to yell at you, and I'm probably going to use more profanity than you want me to use, which is why you got it on this particular current. Fine. All right. Just go old school, man. Give us an old school competition that would have been on pretty much an equal footing. He's not that much older than me. He's what, 7 years older than me? So, let's say, you guys keep tearing this shit back to when I was, 83 or 84. So when I'm like 5, 6, 7 years old, right? So when you started me off, I was about 9 years old. So he was about 16. And this is part of the problem we're having. Because my understanding is that when he was getting his driver's license, I was very precocious. But not precocious enough, really, honestly, to be used as an outlay for a Russian nuke deal. I really wasn't. Somebody thought that was okay anyhow. And I think a lot of this shit about what's mine and what's his is that nobody wants to admit that he might have been a horny teenager. And whoever that beautiful little girl was that he was thinking about being his future wife wasn't really even old enough to be considered for future wifehood. And by the way, was in a situation where somebody was trying to bioengineer her to be like the transgender wonder kid prototype. So there's all kinds of fucked up shit nobody wants to acknowledge. Now, do I think that 10-year-old me could really take on 17-year-old Ted Cruz? I mean, because that's really about what you're doing. We're dealing with stuff that goes back to what, about 86, 87? I mean, the reference points I had today were right after Iran-Contra. And that would have been the appropriate time frame. The appropriate time frame for when these deals got hooked up is right around then. I found the resources today I needed. Spot on. Exactly what I needed, right? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, the most recent I got here is 12/12/1991. I got a reference in 1993, so you're in luck. 1993, how old was I in 1993? So I would have been around the time I would have been getting my driver's license. So the reference I got today is around the time I would have been getting my driver's license or learning how to get my driver's license based upon, something that tears back to around the time that Ted Cruz would have been getting his driver's license, right? I mean, let's get real here. Now, do I think it's fair for you to go after somebody that's 15 years and 6 months old, which is how old you have to be in order to qualify to get your driver's permit in the state of Virginia, or at least in 1993 through 1995? You had to be 15 years and 6 months to qualify to get your driver's permit. Is that about comparable to here? Did he have any sort of relationship with any farming equipment? So what? Maybe he could have started, learning how to drive as part of some sort of farm machinery kind of situation when he was, 13, 14? Because he had that special arrangement based on the fact that his family was really into ranching and agriculture in the state of Texas, right? And so it just so happened, it was just a coincidence that he's riding around. You want to give him credit for riding around in my little 9, 10-year-old ass, right? All right, well, let's keep it on the copacetic. I got these references from 92, 93, going back to 86, 87, right? Isn't that what you want? So why don't you get me and him in a fucking room together? Legal pad, pen. He can be on one side of the fucking table. I'll be on the other side of the fucking table. Let us have the library. How long do you think we need? 2 hours? Anything short of that, all of you can kiss my fucking ass. And that's what that son of a fucking bitch owes me. He personally owes that to me.